in the world doesn't love triple trap double scoop? Like, just pick out your favorite Steeler lineman, Webby, Kolb, Mansfield, Brown, you name it. Here it is, triple trap. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got McCormick with a trap. We got Seumalo with the trap. We've got Jones with the trap. And then we get double scoops. Scoops by McCullum right here, okay? And Dan Moore. Scoops. And we got traps. And look at this trap right here. Look at this trap. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And what does Dodge you got to do? You got to beat a little corner on the outside. Just give him a little stiff arm. And then, boop, put the Jake break on. Jake break. Triple trap, double scoop. Can we have a holiday? That's Steeler football right there. Inside traps. Look at it. Cam Hayward's up off the bench. He's supposed to be getting a water break right now. He loves triple trap, double scoop. They all do. The Jets are up here with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go, 15-6. All right, 2nd and 4. 1:21 to go in the second quarter. And that's Beanie Bishop right there, a free agent out of West Virginia. And Aaron wants to go to Garrett Wilson. And watch this. He never takes his eyes off the ball, flips his hips, and then makes this one-handed catch right there. One-handed catch right in front of Garrett Wilson. And right here, Aaron Rodgers can't believe it. That's probably about as close to another score that they got all night. Pittsburgh got momentum. Beanie Bishop would have another interception, and the Steelers would roll from that point on. I think most people would be in agreement that the one position the Steelers draft very well is linebacker position. All of them, inside, outside. Let's look at Peyton Wilson making his second NFL start last night. You watch his speed right here and his ability to react. Now, here it is. Like, here he is. Once he sees this ball toss, now he fires. Now you see the speed. Like 4.4 speed to catch Breece Hall from behind. All right, the guy played half the snaps last night and led the Steelers with 10 tackles. First double-digit tackle of his career now. Watch him use his hands on the center, Tipman. Now, get off and square up. And the one thing about Steeler linebackers, they like to finish their tackles. They don't let them walk back to the huddle. They want them to feel their punch. Put them down on the ground. All right, that's a Steeler linebacker right there. Now you watch him right here. All right, zone coverage. All right, eyes up on Aaron Rodgers. Now, whatever Rodgers does, when he checks it down to Conklin in the flat, go make the tackle. See, this guy's a state wrestling champion. So he gets a guy on the mat, he takes him down to the mat. All right, there you go. Down to the mat you go. And then you just see like him just read this play right here. Conklin in motion, going a little flat route right here. Like he's already got the momentum going. Him and Pierre take him down. Peyton Wilson making his second start. 10 tackles last night. He's coming. He's a coming as the team is.
This was probably the best Pittsburgh Steelers blocking game that they've had all season. Their offensive line run blocking and pass blocking. Being able to secure Russell Wilson, not having to make him run out the pocket and get injured and re-aggravate his calf injury, and also opening holes for Najee Harris. And then Beanie Bishop Jr., he changed the whole game with that one interception. Since that interception, the Jets never scored another point. So, this breakdown, it was done by Brian Baldwinger, Baldy NFL, former NFL player. Baldy NFL is his handle on X. Go ahead and follow him. He does a great job breaking down NFL games and players. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis, reports. And now, let's get right back into the video and my reaction and thoughts to this breakdown. So, the Pittsburgh Steelers absolutely destroyed the New York Jets on Sunday Night Football with a score of 37-15. And the reason why they destroyed the Jets was both because of their offense and defense. And actually, let's throw in special teams in there as well, because they did a great job as well in this game, even though some of the plays, the big plays they made, got called back. But looking at their offense, the reason why their offense succeeded was because of their defense. So I'm going to start there, the defense. The defense was able to create turnovers, create pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and create erratic throws by him. And even though the first half it looked like it might have been a rough game, it all turned when Beanie Bishop Jr., the undrafted rookie, made that interception late in the half and allowed the Pittsburgh Steelers to go down and score. That final interception by him, that first one that he made, changed the whole game. And like I said, they didn't score another point since that point. They scored 15 points in the first half and didn't score any in the second half. And you look at the Steelers, that created opportunity for their offense because they created a short field that created more points for their field goal kicker because they're already in field goal range, or for Russell Wilson to go down and score. And you look at the defense, the second interception that they got by Beanie Bishop Jr. returned all the way down to the 1 yard line. So that rushing touchdown that Russell Wilson got, it was created because of that turnover. And a lot of their points were created because of the good defense, the great defense the Steelers played against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, shutting everything down. Breece Hall, he went off in the receiving game, but they held him to only 38 rushing yards and allowed basically no running yards for the Jets offense. And then Garrett Wilson, he had 61 yards, and Davante Adams, in his showout game for the Jets, they held him to only 30 with 3 receptions. So they did a great job shutting down all the playmakers for the Jets, the 4 guys: Rodgers, Adams, Hall, and Wilson. Now, moving over to the Steelers' offense. Like I said, a lot of their offense was because of their defense, but they also did a great job. They scored points. The Pittsburgh Steelers were able to capitalize off those turnovers and put 37 points in total, including obviously special teams. And the Steelers were able to add in 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. And when you look at who went off, Najee Harris went over for over 100 yards on the ground, and George Pickens went over 100 yards through the air. So the Steelers were both able to run the ball and pass the ball. And this was the best pass blocking and run blocking game we've seen from the Steelers offense line this far, creating basically no sacks for Russell Wilson. Yes, he had to escape sometimes at the pocket, but not too much to re-aggravate his calf, and he was able to stay in the pocket and make the necessary throws. And then they're also able to create holes for Najee Harris, having some outbursts and big runs for him to get over 100 yards. And also some big runs for Jaylen Warren to get 44 yards as well in the running game. So, Russell Wilson, he added 16 of 29 passes, 264 yards. A lot of his yards came off of George Pickens, basically just throwing up to him, making contested catches. But that's what you do as offense. You throw it up, give your best wide receiver a chance, and that's why their offense was able to succeed, giving their playmakers chances to do well and giving them opportunities with balls, even if it's 50-50, give them an opportunity and let your playmakers make plays, and they did. Also, I believe this is one of the best games that Arthur Smith has called all season, and that's why they destroyed the Jets. Because Arthur Smith was having all these players run wide open. Even in the first half, when it wasn't going too well and the Steelers were only able to put up 6 points, you look at all the players that were open. Calvin Austin was open many times. You look at George Pickens open many times, Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington. But it was just that Russell Wilson wasn't rusty to begin the game and wasn't really on point and on target with his throws, and he was still getting used to it. But in the second half, those playmakers were continuing to get open because of Arthur Smith, and then Russell Wilson knocked the rust off and was able to actually hit them on some throws. So this offense was able to succeed based off their defense, but also because of their pass blocking, run blocking, offense coordinator, and their playmakers making plays. And also, we got to see some players continue to show out and continue to grow in this team, especially as rookies. I mentioned Beanie Bishop Jr. and the big plays he's made, but also Peyton Wilson continuing to grow as an inside linebacker. The first 6 weeks of the season, he looked like he was a little bit lost out there. You could see the flashes in his game from his speed, his tackling, everything like that. But he looked a little bit lost in coverage. But in this game against the Jets, it looked like he was at home. And he developed those first 6 weeks, and he played a really good game against the Jets. And you could see the value that he'll have for the Pittsburgh Steelers down the road this season and in future seasons, being that coverage linebacker for the team, but also someone who's really good in the run game and defending the run as well, being a 3-down linebacker for the Steelers in the future. Elandon Roberts, Patrick Queen, they're obviously the top linebackers, but Peyton Wilson is fighting for more opportunity, and he's clawing his way, and he's getting it based off his play. So, Beanie Bishop, undrafted. Peyton Wilson, rookie as well. Both guys continuing to grow. The big thing with Beanie Bishop was he was getting lost in coverage. The first 6 weeks he did not play well, but in this game he basically won this game for the Pittsburgh Steelers because of his athleticism, his hands, and just his coverage as well. So the Steelers' offense, defense, special teams, they destroy the Jets and they earn this win on Sunday Night Football when there is a lot of question marks surrounding this team and the decision to move to Russell Wilson at quarterback from Mike Tomlin and benching Justin Fields. So the Steelers, they shut down all those narratives, all those talks, and win and beat the Jets in a really good win. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How do you feel about the Steelers? Why do you think they're able to beat the Jets? Do you believe it was their offense, defense, special teams, or just as a whole? And also, how do you feel as though Russell Wilson played in this game? Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis, reports, everything like that. I cover everything Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the best spot for it. And also, like I said, this breakdown was done by Brian Baldwinger, Baldy NFL. Go ahead and follow him on X. Baldy NFL is his handle. So, that's it for me. And until next time, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.